Thanks for being here. So the next topic I want to talk about is the elements, and to do so, I thought I would be in the elements, not quite at the North Pole, but yeah, it's a little winterish here at the moment. So the topic is the elements, and we're going to talk about where we find that, which is down here. So we'll go through the chart a little bit too, but I just wanted to show you this because probably in the beginning I wasn't aware that we had this little chart down here at the bottom, which is indicating that we have fire, air, earth, water. And this is modalities, the cardinal fixed mutable, which we can get into another time. But this gives you an indication of the balance of fire and air, earth, or water that you have in your chart. So for me, as you can see, I do have a lot of air, but I do have some, significant planets, two of them in Earth, and I have the two in fire, as well as that's where my midheaven is, which again we'll talk about. That's to do with your career path and the legacy that you leave in the world, and where your status is that people recognize you for. So we'll talk about that again later. And then here we have water. So water, I do have a couple of planets in water, and that indicates that I have some balance. I would say that because my North Node is here as well, which we'll get into another time. And if you want to know more about that, you can just stay tuned or reach out to me for a reading specifically for you. But mine is in water, it's in Pisces. And that is indicated that that's basically what I'm coming to learn about, which in Pisces would be more to do with the spiritual side of life. And the South Node is basically my backpack of things that I came in with. But getting back to the elements, so a big part of who I am and my body, my physique, how other people see me in Aquarius, as well as the sun sign is in Gemini, so that's air, very, very much so, indicating that I'm a communicator. So the talking and the writing and all of those things, just being very curious and what we think about, and all of anything to do with the communication is very much prominent when you come to air. You're the messenger. You're the one who likes to basically deliver what people need to hear in any form of communication. So then getting into the fire, people who have a lot of dominant fire in their chart really need to be active. They can be enthusiastic, overly enthusiastic sometimes too. I just say that because I have a moon there. And they can be inspirational too, very impulsive and fun. That's typically like a Sagittarius type fire. The Aries is just very outward energy. It can be very much about an athlete or a person that really takes initiative into things. But being active in some physical form is really important when you have a lot of fire. Really moving your body, starting your day, even moving your body so you can move that energy is really, really important. And then when we get into the earth, there are grounded people. They're the ones that bring everything down into the earth, into reality. They're the ones that are service, and they're very goal oriented, and they're very practical, and they're the ones who can be the fix-its and the very dependable, reliable, of service. Let's bring it down to earth and practicality, and the material five senses world as well. So that is also something often in the earth signs that's connected to health in your body and that kind of thing. So carrying on from there, we have water, and the water are intuitives. water really need to express their emotions, and sometimes can be the very, very sensitive people, very spiritual, and sometimes like to be private or go really within or deep. And they are very in tune often with other people as well, and they can be the ones that are very empathic, or if they have a lot of that in your chart, you can be very empathic. So there's a, kind of a saying goes, although it all depends on the whole mix of the chart, but earth and water are a really nice mix, and fire and air are a nice mix. Fire and water can be having be a little more extreme, and in kind of balancing out their emotions, and the air and the earth really can actually manifest into reality everything that they're downloading. And air and water also, though, can be sort of that bridge between your head and your heart, so the thinking and the emotions. And so if we go through all of the houses, we will see that it goes in order. Mine starts with air, water, fire, earth, and air, water, fire, earth. So it goes around the chart in that chronological order. And for me, my ascendant is in air. My sun's in air, as I mentioned, in Gemini. So I am very much a communicator and a talker. And I definitely have that very optimistic kind of point of view, and always like to have fun and enjoy life, and sometimes can be even take it a little bit to the extreme with my boldness and what does come out of my mouth. So that's how mine will balance out. But I would love to look at yours and see how yours shows up. That would be great. That would be I love helping people understand who they are. So yeah, if you want to reach out to me, I have a special going on for my initial launch here with my first 44 clients, and for the 44 US, you can get yourself a reading, and we can spend some time on Zoom and go over, depending on where you're at, depending on where your astrology level is, we can go over whatever you want to for your natal chart as well, and talk about your elements, as well as whatever kind of the first things that kind of really stand out besides your big three of your ascendant and your sun and your moon. So thank you for being here. Had to come out in the elements to talk about the elements, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and y'all have a great day, and we will be talking to you again soon. Bye everyone.